Do you know that your life is being controlled? Right now, at this very moment, it is happening when you apologize for speaking your mind, when you smile to make others comfortable, and when you shrink yourself to fit into a room. This isn't politeness. It is a cage. And you didn't build it. Society built it to keep you manageable. But why are they so afraid of you breaking out? Because they know that a woman who realizes she is being caged is the only one who can tear it down. When you look at the facts, you realize that cage is built on lies. Being weak is not natural for you. It is just a story they told you to keep you down. Welcome to Ethos Architect. Today we are giving you the roadmap to break out. We will show you how to destroy these stereotypes and build a mind so strong that no one can ever control you again. You are going to learn the 5 laws of female strength that history tried to hide. And the journey to freedom starts with the very thing you think is your weakness, your ability to endure. This brings us directly to law number 1. Point 1. Your pain is a weapon. We are taught that strength is only about big muscles and physical force. But in the real world, strength is not just about lifting heavy weights. It is about how much pain you can take and keep moving forward. Look at the story of Harriet Tubman. She is the perfect example. She was only 5 feet tall. She was born into slavery. As a child, she was beaten so badly by her masters that she had permanent brain damage and seizures. By all medical standards, she should have been weak and fragile. She should have stayed in bed. Instead, she became a general. She didn't just run away to freedom once. She went back 13 times. She went back into the most dangerous places in America. She walked hundreds of miles in freezing cold winters, sleeping in wet swamps, carrying a pistol for protection. She led missions that terrified the entire Confederate Army. She didn't have gym muscles. She had something much more dangerous: the will to suffer for a cause. This leads us to an important truth. If your body can handle pain, your mind can handle fire. And that brings us to our next point. Point 2. Your emotion is fuel. Society tells women, you are too emotional. They say it like it is a bad thing. They say emotions make you irrational. But let me tell you about Boudica, the Celtic queen. When the Roman Empire betrayed her, beat her, and hurt her family, she didn't just cry and give up. She didn't faint like a princess in a storybook. She took that anger, that female emotion, and she turned it into a weapon. She realized that anger is energy. She raised a massive army. She burned the city of London to the ground. She nearly destroyed the Roman Empire's hold on Britain. She proved that a woman's rage isn't hysteria or madness. It is fuel. It is high-energy power for revolution. But having all this energy is useless if you don't know how to control it. You need to know when to strike and when to be quiet. This connects directly to our next law. Point 3. Silence is strategy. Women are often trained to be nice. You are taught to fill the silence with talk, to smile, and to please everyone around you to make them comfortable. But true power is quiet. Think about Queen Elizabeth I. She ruled in a world of men who wanted her dead or married off to a foreign king. She was surrounded by enemies in her own court. She survived not by shouting but by mastering the art of silence. She never let them know what she was planning. She famously said, "I see and say nothing." While the men shouted and showed off their feathers, she sat back and calculated. She let them make mistakes while she planned her victory. This lesson changes everything. When you stop trying to please people with words, you start focusing on your actions, and actions are the only thing that matters. Point 4. Be lethal, not just pretty. The world wants you to focus on the mirror. They want you to worry about your makeup, your clothes, and your body shape. They want you distracted. But Lyudmila Pavlichenko, known as Lady Death, didn't care about the mirror. She was a history student who became the deadliest female sniper of all time. She had 309 confirmed kills in World War II. Imagine that focus. When she visited America, reporters asked her about her makeup. They asked about the length of her skirt. She stood up and said, "Gentlemen, I am 25 years old and I have killed 309 enemies by now. Don't you think you have been hiding behind my back for too long?" She taught us that being competent, being good at your job, is the ultimate power. It doesn't matter what you look like if you are the best in the room. And once you realize you are capable, you stop waiting for someone else to help you. Point 5. No one is coming to save you. This brings us to the final and most important law. The biggest myth of weakness is that you need saving. The idea that you are a damsel in distress waiting for a hero to come rescue you. But look at the women we just talked about. Harriet Tubman didn't wait for a savior. Boudica didn't wait for a prince. Elizabeth didn't wait for a husband. They realized that they were the hero. They built their own thrones. They made their own paths. You must do the same. Your life is a building project. Stop asking for permission to lay the foundation. If society says you can't do it, build it anyway. If they say you are too weak, carry the heavy load anyway until your back gets strong enough to handle it. You are not fragile, you are unbreakable. Breaking you only makes you sharper. The history books tried to hide your strength, but now, you know the blueprint. The myth of female weakness is dead. You are the architect of your own soul. Do not just watch your life pass by. Start building. If you are ready to build a mind of steel, make sure to subscribe to this channel and watch this next video to learn how to master the discipline of solitude. Because a queen who can stand alone can never be conquered.